Okay, mid-December 2009, our lovely homestead, and I just thought I'd talk a little bit about the reality of this life in the mountains, doing as much as you can by yourself, including the non-picture postcard aspects of it. Okay, let's start with the bathhouse over here. I've just run a steaming bath. It's a semi-Japanese style bathhouse. Come on in. When I say semi, I imagine that they don't use Napa Valley wine barrels for baths. This is big enough for 2 people. This is the hot water, this is the cold water. Very chic, slapdash plumbing. This is the old barrel. It started to fall apart and not as great as it used to be. This is one of the many planned things. It may not look like a planned thing. It is cedar. I think we purchased it in '97 from the person who cut it, and it's supposed to be for the sauna that will go here. And this is a skylight that lets in light and a little bit of leaking water, and this is our stored crap. And let's go take a look at the lovely little seat here by the creek where you can come out of the bath and steamingly watch the water. If it's December, January, February, or March, it's running, and otherwise it isn't. Come around back here, I'll show you our wood supply. This is the hot water heater. Hopefully we'll eventually have a wood-fired water heater. We have it, but haven't hooked it up so it'll circulate bath water as is done in the Japanese style. This is the wood that primarily my nephew Greg put away. I put away some of it last year, dried it out in the hot summer of California, and we're burning it at quite a rate because it's cold. You may not know it from the t-shirt, but just because I've been working outside a lot, and if I stood still for a minute it would be cold again. Let's see, here's some more firewood that hasn't been cut up, and we get to move this outdoor table here. It's a lovely semicircular piece of ice that is melting here. This was the ice that was on the bathtub last night. There is our dependable 1986 Toyota truck that has hauled much of our junk back and forth, and thought I'd bring you inside to see more of the unfinishedness. That's the point of this video, the unfinishedness. Come on in. The thing about unfinishedness is it's the same as hopefulness. Here's a painting, finished painting by Deirdre Bailey. She is our dear friend. I went to high school with her. We're still friends 25 years later, and she painted this in 1991 when we bought this land, 27 acres. This is a door that was fixed by an old furniture repair guy. Did it as a trade. And inside to our clutter. Welcome. So we have a sleeping bag that is drying because it got wet in the truck, and we've got 2 futons which are drying because they just get wet, us steaming into them at night. Here's our toasty center of the house, a Thiel & Thompson wood stove, which is burning this nice and bone-dry firewood, which is crucial. We have some tank water at the top, which is keeping it from getting too dry, and everything is in the middle of process. Got my new excitement tea. This is a Pomelo aged oolong from China. Here's Cynthia's work desk, where she's just worked out the case of one of her clients, and she's going to recommend a remedy to her. by telephone. The telephone doesn't come down here, but if you drive to the top of the roads, the cell phone reaches across to Pratt Mountain, and Pratt Mountain has a cell phone tower. So this is our food that is mouse-proof in these plastic containers, but it's really annoying to keep things in it. There are mice here. They pee and poop on things. This is Cynthia's new project, which is totally exciting for us. It may not seem so, but this is a mouse-proof cabinet that she has just gotten at Urban Ore in Berkeley. And in here we'll be able to put all our stuff and not have to live out of plastic bins anymore. Our cooking situation is clean and sterile, as you can see. It's got our tea water, which is always the most important thing in life, and propane tanks, and we fill them up at the Ket and Palm store, and the Ket and Palm store is about 20 minutes drive down the road, and it's about $3 a gallon, and that's pretty much as much as all we need to do our cooking on the 3-burner stove. Over here is our sink. All the water that comes out of here, as well as the bath water, comes out of a spring. If this was summer, I wouldn't be doing this, but there is a ton of water. We had a huge rainstorm yesterday, so you can let it flow. Right now the water is not clean enough to drink, so you can boil it for doing dishes. Otherwise you're using bottled water that you bring up from the city. Not great on the carbon footprint, but it's clean, and this is our new investment. We are very excited that we do not have to pour this 5-gallon drum into the pitcher in order to do our cooking or cleaning. So everything, as I said, is in process, which is exciting. Process itself is what will happen next. In fact, this video itself, as soon as it's taken, it will be old and something will change and you won't see it exactly the way it is anymore. Next time you come to visit. My favorite books, Cynthia's old work table, which is drying the futon. This is the very reliable and wonderful rocking chair that's been here for more than 10 years. So after a hard day of working, you can sit down with your book and your cup of tea. You can relax and you can feel that you built it all yourself, which is pretty exciting. If you look up, these are our skylights. Skylights were put in after we built the house, and if you'll notice the black marks, they leak. We even put a second roof on and tried to fix the leak, and it didn't fix. Right now we have a plastic tarp over it, and we're hoping that that will at least be an interim solution. Like many things up here, it's tough because you think you fixed it, you put time and money into it, and it's still not fixed, and then you think, I can put more time and money into it, or I can just leave it be. So there's a lot of leave it be, which is perhaps, or at least temporarily leave it be. Perhaps one of the main themes that I have learned being here. Here are all our things. This is my Japanese study, mailing supplies, all neatly labeled, waterproof, and hopefully soon to be out of plastic and back into wood, paper, sand, straw, and stone, and only natural materials. Come on up. We'd love to see you.